taking deep breaths. I'm feeling a little nervous, but I'm excited. Okay. I almost didn't make this video, and that's kind of the point. This video took me longer to make than I expected, not because I didn't know what to say, but because I didn't want to say it from a wrong place. There was a time where I had felt like I had lost myself, not all at once, just in moments, seconds here, days there, enough to feel it, but not enough to call it out. Back then, I gave myself something I called one last try. It wasn't a promise to anyone else, it was something I made to survive, to keep moving when I felt numb. And it worked. And what I didn't understand yet was that surviving and choosing yourself aren't the same thing. Once I wasn't just surviving anymore, once I was awake, I kept finding myself in places that didn't feel wrong enough to leave, but didn't feel right enough to stay. I thought I needed a reason. I thought I had to wait. I thought it had to get worse. But before I could listen to myself, this video isn't about walking away. It's about the moment I realized I didn't have to disappear to keep my peace. This is me choosing myself, not out of anger, not out of fear, but because my time, my presence, and my life deserve room. This isn't the end of something, it's a crossing. Alright, let's finish this walk. Okay, so one last try. Okay, I think it sounded great. We're gonna go ahead and do one just off the bat. Where was I standing? I just want to make sure I can stand where I'm visibly, or I'll stand right here. Alrighty, so we are doing it as well as cars are passing by. So, all great energy, all great vibes, bringing them here now, and we're making history right now. So, okay, one last try. July was the first time I actually tried. Not talked about it, not fantasized about it, not waited for it. I tried. I picked up the camera, I filmed, I documented, I told myself I was serious, and I was, but I still wasn't fully there. I was trying to become something while still living like I had time, like I could flow, like if I didn't fully commit, it wouldn't hurt if I failed. September was louder, more urgency, more pressure. I wanted it more, but wanting something and becoming disciplined for it are not the same thing. I kept waiting for that feeling, waiting for that right momentum, waiting for that perfect alignment, waiting for something to click. And the truth is, nothing clicks when you're half in. You don't build anything that way, you just circle it. And I was circling my own life, telling myself I was serious while still leaving the door open to drift. And at some point, I had realized drifting feels safe, but it's expensive. It costs me time, it costs me momentum, it costs me belief. And I don't think I was scared of failing. I think I was scared of finding out what would happen if I actually went all in, because there's no excuse. No blaming timing, no blaming people, no blaming circumstances, just me. And that's uncomfortable, but it's honest. And that's where everything shifted. One last try. Fuck. One last try. So one last try isn't about failing or messing up. It's about showing up for myself. Fuck. I'm nervous, but I'm getting there. One last try for me isn't about failing or giving up. It's about me showing up for myself and giving myself that one last try. Around this time, when I had thought of one last try, I was feeling lost and stuck in my own head. But now, looking back, I realized it was a moment I needed, and it forced me to slow down and actually figure out what was important to me. And I see it more as an approach to now coming here and doing what I want to do, giving myself a shot. With the Fuck You 2020 series, I had more so made these videos for me so I could look back at the end of the year and see, or I guess look into the year as I'm pushing through and look back at this video and be like, okay, so this and this went down. I felt like this, but now I'm here and I got new goals that I just want to push for and not really kind of get that stuck in that mindset where like we're not stuck, but like more so you get lost because the 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 energy you spent. Fuck no, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Be honest. That's what my note said. Be honest. Last year when I had went ahead and done the whole YouTube and I feel like I was grinding it out. I think I kind of lost a little bit where I think I lost that sense of like oh I got this when I uploaded those last few videos and I felt like it wasn't, or I was kind of looking back at it in myself and I was just like okay, well, is this what I'm proud of? Is this what I want to show people, I guess? And I think that's what kind of psyched me out, and more so if I'm not perfect or if I don't have these things planned out in the way to where no one can critique it, then I shouldn't upload it. And I'm more so showing myself that now, and I have filmed abundance of videos that I'm excited to bring, and same thing, they were all held back because of that doubt that they weren't perfect enough. One last try. So what that brings you here and what the title of the video is here for is kind of a little thing I had for myself when things just felt a little low. It's more so the experiences I brought or the experiences I felt, and it's me bringing them here and just kind of just trying to say, hey, this shit happened. One last try was a quote I had took it from this one TikTok and it had just stuck with me. Around 2023, I was just kind of feeling very low. I was just, I mean, in other words, depressed, but it's a big word, it's a heavy word. Even when I hear it or even when I say it, it icks me out, but that's what it was. And at that time, I don't know what it was. It just kind of threw me into perspective because at the time I was just like, well, what the fuck? Like at that point, I had given my all. I had lost my confidence, and it was just like I had put a lot of effort, and I had kind of lost sight of the bigger picture. I think at that time, it just more so felt like I was putting a lot of myself in a lot of things. And I was manager at the time, and I just felt like it just had taken so much out of me. And continuing into the following year, I was still kind of just trying to regather everything. I did struggle a bit. Maybe I didn't make the best decisions to kind of get me out of it or to continue on forth so. But I had known that from that point on, it was just kind of like, I'm gonna give myself one last try to just not kind of lose perspective and just get myself to where I wanted to be. I got used to protecting myself. I used to protect my time, my energy, my effort. And I used to tell myself that was growth and that was me choosing peace. But if I'm being honest with you, sometimes what I considered peace was actually just relief. Relief from pressure, relief from anxiety, relief from not fully committing. And relief is feels good, but relief is delay. And I was delaying myself, and not because I wasn't capable or because I wasn't comfortable, but because fully choosing myself meant fully owning what happens next. No more drifting, no more orbiting, no more just leaving doors open for just in case. This had taken me so long was because I didn't want to say it before I lived it. I actually wanted to land in it, and I have. And if I say something, I choose it. And not because it's safe and not because it's comfortable, but because it is mine. I am no longer drifting anymore.